So we're getting the garden prepped so I can start planting tomorrow. I didn't think to grab the video to show you, but we actually had to call our buddy with his big tractor to come and rip this for us because it was so hard, and you can kind of see this is where he went through and just kind of ripped it up, and now we're just weather tilling it. So I think I have about a 50 by 50 section that I'll put a garden in, and this should be all planted up by tomorrow. So we'll check back in. So we got half the weed cloth down and then had to go back to Home Depot to get more. And now I've got the rest of the weed cloth down. It got really hot in the afternoon, so then that was it. And here I've got the plants set out, laid out. Haven't put them where I want them yet, but I'll do that. And here I've got them all set out where I want to plant them. And then it got really warm again, so I'll get those planted. So my garden's all in, and I just have the drip system, but I was see if you can see over in the pond. I don't know if you can see that, and I can't zoom in anymore, but my little mallard mama's got a bunch of babies, and it looks like she got about 8 of them. It's hard to tell from here, but they're so cute. She might have more than 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can see at least 8, but there's a lot of them, and they are adorable. Okay, so I got all the plants planted in the ground, and I've been watering the last 2 days by hand because it was probably got up into the low 90s, 92, 93, and it was really hot. And I just, standing out here by this black weed cloth was just, we're just not used to the heat yet. So it was like, no, I'll just water them by hand a couple times a day, early in the morning and in the evening. And they're doing good. But then I came out this morning to water, and the tarp had pulled out. It's kind of windy today, and so the tarp had pulled up on this corner right here and was like half across, laying across the second row there. But it didn't seem to damage the plants. A couple stems got broken, but they'll be fine. But I was checking them all this morning, and there's like lots of new growth on all of them. I'm trying not to walk out there too much because it just pulls these pins up that are holding the weed cloth down. But on these close ones, you can see they're really starting to take off, so I think they're happy. And then I believe Dave will be home tonight, my husband. He was gone this weekend, and he'll be home, actually he should be home around noon, so we'll probably get this drip line. I just have it kind of stretched out in a couple places just to warm it up so that you can lay it out, because it's rolled up. It's really hard to stretch it out when it's cold. But I've got, in this first row, 8 regular, just the green zucchini, and then those 2 down on the end are yellow crookneck, and then there's 6 that are just the straight yellow zucchini, And then those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are cucumbers, just the regular slicing cucumbers. And then I planted 8, so 2, 4, 6, 8 sweet bell peppers. So I have a ton of seedlings that I started. I've got some artichokes and some eggplant and a lot of different tomatoes. So I may plant 2 of the Cherokee purple tomatoes and maybe a couple of the Roma tomatoes. And I'm looking right, I don't know if you can see in here, I can't zoom in, but right along the edge up here, a couple more of those pins pulled out. But the wind's blowing from the south. And so what I had to do was come out and, cat, can I have my foot? I had to redo the plastic all the way up and down. So what I did, this piece was on top, but down, all the way down the rest of the side, I switched it and I put this piece on the top, so the wind is blowing that way. I have a cat that's really wanting to help. Fezzik, you're in my way, buddy. And so now it's staying flat, the wind's not catching it, it's just blowing over like roof shingles. So I'll have to really watch it. If the wind starts coming from the north, I'm gonna have the same problem from this direction, so I don't know what to do about it. Other than the ground is so fluffy out here from rototilling that I can't get the pins that are only, I had a couple of them out here, what do I do with them? They're only about 5, 6 inches long, and so they don't go down into the hard ground where they hold. They just pull up really easily. As you can see, I don't know if I'm pointing at the right one, it's hard to see, but a couple of them right there pulled out. But for now, everything's in, and as long as I get that drip line on it and get it on a timer right away, these guys should take off. We usually get just a really good harvest of zucchini and cucumbers. You just can't not grow them. Even if you can't grow anything, they're one of the easiest things that I've found to grow. And cherry tomatoes. Can't kill a cherry tomato. I don't have a lot of luck with big tomatoes the last probably 10 years, but hopefully this year it'll be different as I'm growing them in the greenhouse, in pots, and I'm fertilizing, and I'm pruning them, and I'm staking them up properly, and there goes my other cat. Where you going, Buttercup? You're not supposed to be next door. So hopefully we'll have plenty of vegetables to feed our 12 rescue pigs. And then I will be planting, I haven't figured out where. I don't know if I want to plant them out here, but I will be planting cantaloupe that will pretty much go to the pigs too, because they love cantaloupe, and it's really easy. Another one that if you plant them in the ground and you water them, you're going to get cantaloupe, as long as they get a lot of sun. And this garden gets full sun all day long, all summer. And the fence, we put up the fence, that'll keep the donkeys out of here. And then I think I'm going to get some Roundup. I know a lot of people don't like to spray, but the weeds out here get crazy, and they're already taking over my fence line. So just that whole bottom fence line I'll spray, and then I'll spray this fence line. Otherwise the weeds are going to be 4 feet tall. Probably in less than a month they'll be just taking over the fence line, and I don't want weeds everywhere. So that's about it. And yeah, I can't think of anything else. So I'll just get this drip line in probably today, get it hooked up on its timer, and then I will have to just walk out here and wait for my vegetables to be ready to be picked. And that will be fun, because I love harvesting, especially that first harvest. When you first get that first zucchini and the cucumbers, I just eat them right off the vine. I love them. And throw them over the fence. The pigs go crazy, and since they're full of water, it keeps them a little more hydrated also. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe and check out my shorts. I got a few little short videos on there. They're not really garden related, but they're kind of fun. So hope everybody has a great day.